at the Reliq booth in Berlin, of course. Who are you?
Hi, I'm Kyriakos from Reliq. Really nice to see you here.
Yeah, and you have this sequencer is quite well known or has some first credits. What's it all about? What's the basic concept?
Okay, we're calling Reliq a hybrid control surface. It comes together with this breakout module right here, where we have 16 audio ins, 16 audio outs. Those can do line level, Eurorack level, or control voltage. And those are for the matrix and the mixer functionalities of Reliq. Then we have 32 control voltage outputs, 16 gates, one clock out, one reset out. And this connects with a simple USB-C cable on the back of Reliq, where we also have 3 MIDI outs, 1 MIDI in, USB MIDI, and USB host. On the first page of Reliq, we control the matrix functionality. Here on the screen, I can see all of the module inputs I have connected, and on the bottom of the screen, I see all the module outputs. So if I want to connect an input to an output, I can either press and hold the input and connect it straight to an output. If I want to attenuate, because this might be a bit too loud, I can go on the next page, I can take the input or the output down by the virtual fader, or if I want more control, I can use the encoders and I can change the assignment of the encoders with the joystick encoder right here. Everything I do on the matrix and the mixer pages are being stored as routings. Those are practically presets or patches. So I can go and create another one, and now I can play between these two connections in real time, like this was a musical instrument. This becomes even more interesting when you go on the sequencer page, and the last track of Reliq is what we call a matrix sequencer. So this will be like a normal sequencer, but instead of having beats and velocity, what you're having are actual patches, connections, and mixing. So if I go back here, you can see how the connections are being changed based on the sequence that's created. So I can deactivate this.
Can you control the levels of each of them? Yes. Like this is the levels, and what is this? It's just empty, or is
This is the levels of the inputs, and those are the levels of the outputs. So if you see on the screen, you can see the output levels. One of them is red because the encoders are assigned to the inputs. There are 16 encoders. Right now, if I move the encoder, I'm changing this fader. But if I click down, now this is red, and if I move the encoder, I'm changing the output fader. Then on the sequencer page, we have discussed this thing before. We have 16 tracks. Every track can be assigned to MIDI out, USB MIDI, or control voltage. We have also MIDI in or USB MIDI in. Every track can be step or Euclidean, and every track can be up to 1024 bars of length. Right now I'm on the overview, so I can enter some notes here very quickly. If I press play quickly, I hear the digiton right now. If I want, I can press and hold one of the notes, do a change real quick, like changing the pitch, the velocity, the duration, probability, trigger, or microtime. And I can also zoom if I want to enter notes in between, so 30 seconds instead of 16s.
There's one question everyone asks is compared to a sequence like Harpax or something, how do you can you display or see another octave down or up compared to that? So how do you see can you view all those notes that are in this sequence?
That is a very, very good question. So every track, if you want to have more detail, you can enter the equivalent piano roll. We have a piano roll for pitch, for velocity, duration, probability, macrotime, and automations. So when I go in here, I can see full piano roll on the screen, and then I can see all of the notes that are being played right here.
But the question is, when you have these notes, and there's something, say 2 octaves below or not in this range, how do you pick them up?
So you can see right now that also that they're out of my view. There is a white indicator.
Okay.
Everything. So I can just scroll outside the view, remove that note, and then go right down here and remove it from where I left.
Yeah.
And this also goes for left and right. So if you have more bars, you can have an indication that there is something on the next bar or on the previous bar on zoom mode.
And if you are in the basic sequence mode, you can see all those steps that are set in here, like on the TR kind of sequencer. And here you can see all the notes in the piano roll manner.
Exactly. So you have a small overview, so you know exactly what notes are being played, even when you're on an overview mode. But if you want to go deeper, you can go to any of the piano rolls, and then you can adjust things. You can go back at any time. The same goes also for velocity, duration, probability, and automation. So right now, in this track, and automations really can have 8 lanes of automations per track. I can navigate from here, and every automation can have its own CC assignment. So I can draw very quickly a shape on the pads.
Yeah.
And then I can interpolate, so I can make a smooth movement. And this now controls, I think, the digiton right here. There are also MIDI effects that have been introduced in the latest update, so I can make a chord on another track of the digi. And then I can open the effects page. Every track can have up to 4 effects, so I can go and load an arpeggiator. Everything I just did is being stored on a clip, and you can have 128 clips per track on Reliq. So I can copy both my clips, I can trigger them at any time. Now let's go back here, let's go outside the effects, and let's transpose this an octave higher. Those are performance macros, so I can transpose very quickly, I can add probability offsets, and here let's remove some probability, so the arpeggio will become a bit less unpredictable. And then I can go on the clips and say, play this for 1 bar, 4 bars, and then with probability of 100% or 50%, jump right here, or go to the previous one.
These are your variations that you can
Exactly.
easily just hit and play.
Exactly, and you can have 128 of them per track. You can also create chains, so you can start from here and end here. So this will play and then loop back. There is also a keys page. This is for recording.
This is the keyboard,
Yes.
so to say, isolating.
Exactly. It's a keyboard, so there is a piano view, and then there is an isomorphic view, different scales to choose from. This right here can be velocity or pitch bend. And there is also a quantizer, overdub, and a lot more. There is an LFO per track. This LFO can be out to any MIDI, CV, and when it's out to CV, it goes to audible rate up to 60 Hertz.
Okay.
I can...
Can you say assign this LFO to anything and activate it, deactivate it while it's playing? So
Yes. So let's assign this LFO on track 8 on CC number 13. This will control a delay on the digitone. Then I can set a waveform. I can decide the rate either on sync or unsync mode. And then I can assign it to the actual CC output. If I like what is happening here, I can copy and paste this on another slot. So LFOs comes in slot. This can be empty, so I can stop it. Or I can have a completely different waveform and a completely different rate, and then I can sequence those two. Say, play this waveform of LFO for a bar, and then play this waveform for another bar, and the other way around. So now you can see that those are being sequenced, and at the same time the clips are being sequenced, and the matrix is being sequenced at the same time. The same exact thing goes for envelopes. We have linear and exponential ADSR. Again, we have 128 slots per track, so you can have 128 envelope variations per track, and you can sequence them. There is a DAW mode. You can see this with Ableton Live right now. What we are showing today in Superbooth is UC. This is a protocol that we are working for a long time with Simultonic, and we're trying to solve a problem that we had as musicians for a very long time. And this is unreliable MIDI clock outs from the computer. So what this protocol does is that it gives sample level accuracy audio from a single USB cable from the computer straight to Reliq. It's still in alpha version, but we hope that's going to come out for everybody soon, but we're still working on this. Last thing is the song page. This is also came on the last update. If you like what you're listening, this is a quite straightforward song page. You just take a snapshot. This will take a snapshot of the whole device, the matrix, the mixer, the clips, the LFOs, and the envelopes. You can set how many bars the snapshot is going to play, and at how many BPM. You can have up to 256 snapshots per project.
And you can just call up them just by hitting them, or
Just by hitting them, but if I activate song mode and I go here, I'll play a completely different tune right now.
so this is kind of a performance mode then.
This is a song mode, so it will play in linear order. The reason for having all these song clocks is for live performances. So you can have multiple tracks, one below the other.
There's one question: ratcheting for the steps. Is it possible?
Let's go to what we created before. We're still working on a lot of MIDI effects, but let's go to track drum 5. Let's send this to analog rhythm. Let's go back here and let's sound like a hi-hat. So now I have hi-hats, and let's say that I want to make ratchets. I can zoom in. Oh, some mode is active. I can go here and I can enter steps in between to make ratchets.
Okay.
So I can make ratchets at any point in the location I want. Let's trigger this click.
But is there anything that is sort of event-based, so you can just play this one step multiple times at this place?
Yes, we are working on a drum mode.
Okay.
We don't know when it's going to be out, but it's on a roadmap for a very long time. And on drum mode, we want to have a parameter lock option of ratcheting. So for every step you can have a ratchet and the definition.
Okay. What's about? Tell me a bit about the connections here, or do I have this on the breakout box?
Yes.
And yeah.
So 3 MIDI outs, 1 MIDI in, USB MIDI, USB host, 16 audio in, 16 audio outs, 32 control voltage outputs, 16 gate outputs, 1 clock out, and 1 reset out.
Yeah. Is it? Can you buy it now? Do you have some for delivery now?
Not at the moment. So we're still fulfilling pre-orders, and we're working on production right now. There is a waiting list on our website when you can sign up at any time.
Yeah. What's the price again? I think it's already set, but
Yes, it's 1,600 euros MSRP for Reliq and the breakout model.
yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
What do you feel about the Superbooth?
Oh, it's really awesome to be here. It's third day, so we're all very tired, and I think that shows. But it's amazing to meet all the people in person. A lot of people that placed pre-orders came and saw Reliq. We were so happy to meet them, and so many ideas, so many great people to exchange inspiration. We really loved it until now.
Yeah. Thank you being part of our show.
Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of the show, and it was really nice seeing you.